Have you ever wondered how far someone would go to protect the one they love most? Well, in Saint Seiya, Shiryu showed that a warrior's true power doesn't lie only in cosmos, but in the heart. The instant he placed himself between the fatal blow and Shunrei wasn't just an action scene. It was the embodiment of sacrifice, loyalty, and silent love. Shiryu has always been the knight who carries more than his armor. He carries principles, unlike others who fought for glory or destiny. He always fought for the lives of those who couldn't defend themselves. From the very first moments in Rozan, Shunrei stood by his side, not as a fighter, but as someone who offered Shiryu what he needed most: peace. She was his connection to humanity, his reminder that fighting wasn't only about winning battles, but about protecting what gave them meaning. At that critical moment, when the deadly strike came crashing like lightning, Shiryu didn't think twice. His body moved before his mind could reason. He stood as a living wall, using not just the strength of the dragon, but the courage that only true love can awaken. It was a fleeting moment, yet eternal, one of those that stick to memory and never let go. And this scene hits so deeply because it isn't just about the fight, it's about what makes us human. The instinct to protect, to stand in harm's way for those who matter. Shiryu didn't need words to show what he felt for sure. The gesture said it all, and in that second, the whole world understood. Now, let me pause for a second. You know when you want to preserve what matters most, without letting time or circumstances destroy it? That's exactly why the Eshambaka vacuum sealer exists. It's the practical and modern way to keep food fresh much longer, removing air and protecting every detail of what you want to save. Just like Shiryu shielded Shunrei at that moment, the sealer guards your culinary memories, keeping everything intact, tasty, and safe. Back to the sink, the impact of the blow on Shiryu wasn't only physical, it was symbolic. He was willing to lose everything, even his own life, as long as Shunrei lived on. This choice shows what sets true heroes apart. Not the absence of fear, but the ability to act even when all seems lost. And we can't forget Shunrei's expression as she witnessed his act. It was pain, it was gratitude, it was helplessness. It was the certainty that someone loved her enough to throw himself against fate in her place. That, as the true strength of the scene, the mix of the battle as violence, with the tenderness of a feeling that doesn't need to be spoken aloud to exist. Shiryu, the knight who had already sacrificed his sight, his blood, and even his life countless times, at that moment wasn't fighting just for Athena or Cosmo. He was fighting for the bond that always kept him standing when his body wanted to fall. And maybe that's why this scene is engraved in fans' memories. Because deep down, we all understand what it means to love someone enough to risk it all. We've all, at some point, felt the need to protect something or someone, even if it cost us more than we could afford. The moment Shiryu protects Shunrei is more than an anime scene. It's a metaphor for life, for what really matters when everything seems to fall apart. It's a reminder that true power doesn't lie in defeating enemies, but in defending what keeps our hearts beating. So tell me, if fate placed you before the fatal blow, would you have the courage to sacrifice yourself to protect the one you love most?